Hey guys, welcome back to the Giovanni Show. Today it is my honor to announce Super Bowl champion, head coach Nick Sirianni. What's up, man?
Hey, thanks for having me.
Yes, sir. Last time we talked, I was in a wheelchair. I was going through some health issues, so I really do appreciate you taking your time today for me. So thank you so
Of
much, man.
course, yeah, honored to be here.
How important is it to you to look at a guy like Zach Bond and think about re-signing him this offseason?
Yeah, I think you want to keep all the good players that you have in building, right? There's a reason that you won. There's a reason that you had the success that you have, and Zach is obviously a big one of those. What a great teammate, what a great leader, what a great player who has this ability to take the football away, tackle it relentlessly, be in the right positions in coverage, and be able to defeat blocks. He had a heck of a year. I'm just so proud of him and the year that he had.
Yeah, and what do you think about the storylines of, him being the bald eagle, the exciting whites, all that came from the Eagles this year?
Yeah, I think there's always these T-shirts that we get made, and I always embrace wearing those, and because those players going out there and doing that, and then to have these cool nicknames that they get is pretty cool and pretty special.
It's funny because I was there for Super Bowl week, and I asked Coop, I said, can I be an exciting white? And he said, yeah. So, so what are your thoughts on everyone saying that they want the tush push gone?
You know, uh, we work so hard at that play. We work so hard at the develop, and our players work so hard at it, and we put a lot of time into that play. And I think what I'd say is, just because we're somebody's good at a play doesn't mean you take it away, right? If that were the case, they would, they might take away AJ catching the ball 40 yards downfield on a 50-50 ball because how good he is, or Jalen running a quarterback draw. And so we work really hard at the details and fundamentals of that. The players work really hard at that as well. And, it's not, we're in the high 80s of, success rate on it. But that's not the case for the rest of the league, right? I think you saw it in some of the championship games of, teams not succeeding in that area. And, because the defense, played the play well. And so our guys just do a really good job of it. When you have Cam Jurgens and Jordan Mailata and Landon Dickerson and Mekhi Becton and you have Lane Johnson and you got Jalen running it, it makes for a successful play. That's been really good to us. And I think it's exciting the kind of the compliments that we have off of it as well that can create explosive plays.
Yeah, and it's funny that you said that because last year, it seems like it's a pattern now. Everyone wants to diss the tush push when the season's over, and I asked Howie about it last year, and he said, "How do I answer this without getting fined?" So it's one.
I think the cool thing about the play is that it's seeped into every level of football. My son scored a touchdown on it this past year, but you see it in high school, you see it in Pee Wee football, you see it in college, you see it in professional football, and that's really cool when you can say that. Yeah, I think we were. We've done something that's been special that's taking off around the entire game of football.
Yeah, so after winning one and losing one at the highest stage, what's your biggest takeaway to help you win another one?
I'd rather win than lose.
Oh, yeah.
It's always about the process. As we start the 2025 season, and the 2025 off season here at the Combine, we won't talk much more about winning it again. We're going to talk about the steps that it takes to put ourselves in position to win the next game. And really the next game is the OTAs. Then after that, it'll be training camp. And then after that, it'll be game one. And so what are our steps to put ourselves in position to win OTAs? It's because it's just about a process. And when you get further, because it's this huge mountain that you're trying to climb, and everybody's trying to climb it. And when you start looking up at how am I going to get to that mountain, it can come overwhelming. And so you really want to focus on the things that you need to do to get yourself in a position to get started up that mountain. And that's your daily process.
Yeah. So everyone always has something to say, whether it be good or bad. But a lot of stuff came out this year that everyone was just hating after we lost one to the Falcons, we lost one to Tampa Bay. But after that bye week, it seemed like you guys really just put your head down and got to work. What was the chemistry like, and what was the thought process going into that?
I think we have a close team that didn't want to let each other down, and it was that when it may appear that to the outside world that everything's falling apart, we were just going in to play the next game. I think we were the Browns after the bye week. what could we do during the bye week to put ourselves in position to have a successful rest of our season, and then what could we do in that Browns week to help us win that game? And I think it just took it a game by game, just like I kind of said with with that, and we kind of got on a streak and got hot, and but it did take the process, it did take the work, it did take the focus on each and every individual week.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah, thanks for having me. All right, brother.